you feel lonely in the booth last week with Phillip down on the field? You're the only coach up there, right?
No. Well, pretty much, yeah. I just thought about it. Got a bunch of GAs. I actually got sick right before kickoff, and I didn't make the kickoff.
Really?
No, I was in the men's room. I was actually in there, and I heard the crowd, and I asked somebody on the other side over there, "Are we kicking off or receiving?" He said, "We're kicking off." I said, "I got a few extra minutes." That's a true statement. When I got back to the press box, we were receiving the punt.
So when you were out of commission, there was just all GAs in the box. All right.
Yeah.
Just when you look at and watch Mike last week, I mean, he looked really quick. Does you think that one of his best games?
It's up there. I think he had a pretty good game on January 10th last year, of this past season. But he looked really quick to me game one. He didn't get many opportunities. We didn't run the ball very well, but he looked a lot quicker. Not necessarily faster, because he's faster than people think, but he looked quicker. You know, he's still at 215, and he had a great offseason, great summer, and I think it's going to show.
Looks like just based on carries that Trey Mason's starting to kind of intrigue you a little bit more. You trust him a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, he's getting comfortable on special teams, and that's generally where young guys play first, is on special teams, and he's getting comfortable and getting some confidence, as well as, you know, Coach Malzahn, the offensive staff, gaining confidence in him, and you'll see more of him, because we need to spread the ball around, and we will.
Does he cut into Dyer's carries or McCaleb's carries, or how does it work?
We'll just make it work. But they're all going to get their touches. It may not necessarily be carries, just touches. And they catch the ball, bubble screens, in the passing game for us. Obviously, special teams. But he'll get his touches. All of them will.
You know, you mentioned halfback screens and stuff like that. I think Ontario's already got more catches this year than he had all last year. I mean, was that kind of the plan coming in to get him more involved in that pass game?
Well, last year Mario Fannin was our third down back, and this year Ontario has, you know, embraced that role, and he worked really hard in the offseason on his hands. They've gone from average to above average. He worked really hard with Coach Troop and some of his drills, and you know, that's what he needs to do for us. He needs to, because he's a threat out in the open field, and he needs to be able to do that for us. And we impressed that upon him this spring, and I'm excited, you know, what he can add to our football team, you know, from a receiving standpoint.
I was asking Chiz the other day about recruiting linebackers and what he wants in linebacker, and he gave us a very long discussion about what he looks for in linebackers. He's looking for speed.
Yes.
And part of your job is to coordinate the efforts to go get these linebackers. Do you just basically take a list that he gives you of here's what I want in a guy, or does he trust you guys to come to him, or how does that work?
It's kind of a group effort. It's a group effort. If I go out and find someone that doesn't play the position that I coach, then I'll get the video and pass it on to the O-line coach or to the linebacker coach, and then he'll watch it and maybe pass it on to the coordinator, and then pass it on to Coach Chiswick. So there are a lot of eyes on a specific individual, and we know what we want. I know exactly what I want in a running back, and the longer this staff is together, you know, Coach Roof knows what I'm looking for. I know what he's looking for. Troop knows what Lolly's looking for in the corner, and Lolly knows what Troop's looking for in a receiver. And we don't make any exceptions. We know what we're looking for, and when we find it, we go after it.
Yeah, I guess that works that way with linebackers. You know
Absolutely.
exactly what Chiz wants.
Absolutely. He wants guys that can run. You know, in 2004, he had all those guys out there that weighed 205, 210 pounds, but they could get to the football. You know, we don't recruit any, you know, Mike linebackers, you know, guy that can only play this spot, or can only, on offense, we don't recruit guys that can only play this spot. Multiple versatile athletes.
What do you look for in a tailback? Because you've got different kinds of guys.
Yeah. I got guys that can make the first guy miss.
Ladarius, he's kind of different.
He's not a tailback.
Oh, okay. Ball carrier.
No, he's a fullback. But I look for guys that can make a guy miss. Make the first guy miss, that can take it to the house, and that are relentless and refuse to go down. So that's the criteria that I have.
I'm gonna ask something about NOSA kind of recruiting. Is it, you know, to go somewhere else?
I think this would be a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I do too.
Just talk about when you kind of made the move from Oklahoma State. NOSA said, you know, he was one of the first guys you got in touch with.
His head coach and I are really good friends. I recruited him from Oklahoma State, and he committed to Colorado. And about the time we were leaving Oklahoma State coming here, you know, there were rumblings about NOSA not being happy at Colorado, and I called him, and it was true. I said, come to Auburn, take a look. He loved it. You know, and he's just a jewel for us. He's a great kid, great student, great player, great ambassador for the school, great recruiter. He does everything for us.
How different was, I mean, you come in, Boulware comes in, both of you kind of recruiting him too. Did it kind of help that you already had a couple of guys that were coming in that had been recruited?
Say it again now.
Like Boulware was recruiting him too for Iowa State.
He recruited him from Iowa State, okay.
Yeah, and so you kind of had a couple of guys already. So Chiswick was already
familiar
with
yes, he already knew Coach Chiswick, and there was a couple of players from his team that went to Iowa State maybe the year before. So there was he was really comfortable here, you know, with our staff and at Auburn.
Were you at OSU when Gundy went on the man on 40 thing?
Oh, yeah.
Was that out of character for him?
He was defending his player. You'd have to know, you'd have to go back and know the origin of it and what exactly happened. But there was a quarterback that had been beaten out, and there was a reporter that was essentially, you know, piling on. And Mike was just saying he's not a professional athlete. He's an amateur. He's a kid who's going to graduate in 3.5 years. He's not a trouble kid. Don't pick on him. He said, pick on me. I'm a man, I'm 40. So that's the origin of it. He was just defending his player, and that's him.
Like as a coach, is that kind of a cool moment to see, kind of live through him?
Well, we defend our players.
Yeah.
Not at all costs, but I mean, when we think it's right, we defend our players.